Go. Hello, and welcome back to ArchoniaFest 2025. My name is Steve Boshier, just like it's been all weekend.
Who stole all of our color?
Who stole all of our color? I don't know. I think it all went into that big green thing in the middle.
The color thieves again.
Color thieves. Yes. I dropped my keyboard. That's where we're at this weekend. If you don't know this game, it's EZD6. We're playing a special variant of it, a new play set being play tested right now by the creator of the game, Dean Scotty. And this is called Rocket Patrol. Modeled after like old pulp sci-fi retro futuristic stuff. Hence the whole black and white scheme we got going on here. Now this game was originally meant to be run by Scotty himself. Unfortunately, work came up for him and he's not able to be here today. If you were watching our Survive the Night game last night, you did get to see him play with us, but he cannot run the game today. So I took it over and we're going to see what we can do with it. So the Rocket Patrol is an intergalactic peacekeeping and military force. You guys are essentially professional heroes out in space doing good for the galaxy. And why don't we start by introducing ourselves? We'll go clockwise around the layout there, starting with our captain.
I'm Matt, and I'm playing. What is my name?
It's on the screen there.
Captain Trent Thorne of the whatever ship we're on.
Oh, you guys are going to name the ship when we're done with the introductions.
Okay. I don't know what else to say about my character right now, except that I'm inspiring and charismatic, and I record everything in my captain's log, including this.
Outstanding. Ensign?
Oh yeah, I'm Ensign James Jimmy Swan. I'm new to the ship. I'm basically the red shirt in this scenario. I am a known coward. I keep a picture of my mom that gives me a little bit of kamikaze courage. I'm fastidious cleaner, always prepared to spray something down. I obviously am a space cadet. I have a little bit of comic relief and dumb luck.
All right. And what is your role assignment in the ship, Ensign Swan?
I clean.
You're the cleaner?
I clean. I wipe down screens and keyboards and your gear. You might find cleaning your patch in the middle of...
All right.
Patch. That's what I do.
Lieutenant?
Hello, I'm Yuri. I'm playing Lieutenant Gemma State, the engineer of this intrepid crew and ship. I have a huge collection of figurines that I will talk about at any time, to anyone, all the time. I never met a machine I didn't not like. I tend to scavenge whatever I can find to increase, I think I'm just really good at fixing things as well. I imagine my hair's... Have you ever seen Trollkins? I imagine my hair is always in a state of static somehow because it's always... I'm always fiddling with something, and I have like grease smears all over my cheeks, so you can't actually tell what color my skin is.
And the good doctor.
Oh, hi, I'm Paul, and I'm playing today in one of my 3 NPC voices, Dr. Maximilian Killington, who, as far as he's concerned, has been misassigned to this ship, and his talents are wasted here, but he'll do his best to survive.
I'm sorry for your troubles, Dr. Killington. Let's
Well,
have our last character there.
All right. I'm playing Commander Grace Bandura. I'm the pilot. I'm a highly skilled pilot. I'm not afraid to tell anybody. Anytime I sit down to pilot anything, even if it's a bicycle, I put on my shades.
I also have a highly refined sense of smell. Just so everybody knows.
All right.
You must love Gemma then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm clean. Just a little green.
I'm always wiping her cheeks,
By golly.
cleaning her nails.
Other than that, I'm just kind of known for my racing skills in everything, whether good, bad, or otherwise.
Okay. So it was mentioned earlier, but what is the name of your vessel, guys? Throw some names out, and the captain will pick.
The Commodore?
The Zoom?
The Intrepid.
Zoomers?
How about Zoomies?
The Zoomies?
The Zoomies. I love that.
Galactic Crusher.
How about the Raptors? The Raptors EZD6, which is my newest Hot engine figure.
Is it?
Sure.
I like the Raptor.
What else we got? Any other ideas?
I heard one from the remote people, but I didn't understand. Paul, was that you?
Could have been. It's already come and gone through my head.
Something.
Sure.
Something Crusher?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh, I like this. It's something Crusher. I know that's not what you said, but that's kind of fun.
Something Crusher. Yeah.
The Prime Crushers.
It can be that.
Cool. The something Crusher.
USS Something Crusher.
Yeah. It's named after two different ex-generals.
Are you something?
Last name
I'm gonna crush
the other Crusher.
And by the way, we didn't mention this on stream, but this is Paul's first time on the channel. Let's give him a round of applause. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, all right.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Appreciate you joining us. What kind of reputation do you think your ship has, your crew, and how long have you been out?
Oh, you're just gonna throw that at me?
Anyone can answer. I looked at you because you're the captain.
I've brought the ship's reputation up significantly since joining the crew, so even just on my own merits, it's pretty high.
Well, that's definitely true.
You did rescue that space dog. That helped a lot.
Yeah,
Space dog.
with my stepulator.
Pomeranians with antenna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do have the best pilot in the galaxy, so there's that.
We won.
And it's always
no
clean.
one else even knew we were in.
Nobody's ship is as clean as this one.
That's true. We got the cleanest ship.
And the engines are the finest ever.
Guys, I'm having a little trouble with my loop deck, so I'm going to stand for a second.
All right. I'm going to say 111 days we've been out so far.
Okay.
I just rolled two big dice, and that's what we got.
A long
111 days.
Yes.
Without any stops or shore leave, Captain? Golly.
You know, we were trying to get some shore leave a month ago, but that got canceled because... Ensign, what happened?
Well,
That's all this pressure on you, I'm sorry.
the reason we didn't go out is because I decided we needed to spend a little bit more time out here getting the hull cleaned. And so we stayed out extra so that I could spend time out in space cleaning the exterior.
Yeah, Ensign wouldn't come back in, so we couldn't stop.
Right. I wasn't going to come back in until it was done.
Yeah.
And, you know, space is filthy. You think it's clean and wonderful and no gravity, but it's filthy.
You just out there spraying space.
Out there spraying space.
I'm out there just trying to get every little crevice.
We are pretty...
I did want to stop and see my dear mother, but she's with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Thank you for your patience. I just had to deal with this weird problem where the music buttons weren't showing up on my deck here. So we were stuck on that one song for longer than I wanted. All right.
The Something Crusher.
The Something Crusher. And you guys are en route to Sector X.
Is it Vin Diesel again?
No, it's not Vin Diesel this time.
Okay.
As far as you know. Sector X is the farthest out sector from Earth that is still within rocket patrol jurisdiction. You've been rocketing there at full speed for several weeks now because of delayed reports of vessels going missing in the area. You are to investigate and find the evildoer, if there is one.
Got it.
Well, it sounds dangerous, and I'm very nervous about taking this trip.
Something crush him.
What if we go missing? What if we're one of the ones that goes missing?
If it's you, it's okay. If it's anybody else, we'll have to rescue them.
What? You won't rescue me?
I have a red shirt.
Oh, yes, we will. Don't worry.
I'm sure we'll be very fine.
No.
Our captain will see us through any hardships or adversaries.
He'll
go get you. He's that type of guy.
Who seems to still think I know what I'm doing. They're clearly believing in this journey, though I don't know how many days left until we arrive at our destination.
Obviously, well, that's a great question. There are just 2 days left when we pick up. You're 2 days out, but that's only from the center of Sector X. You've been in Sector X for some time, and you haven't seen any other ships out here.
This is my monologue in my recorder right now, by the way.
Absolutely. And when you're heading to the center of the sector because it is assumed that from there you should be able to detect the wreckage of some of the attacked ships using your electro scanners.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, bonus points for saying things like electro or space or radio in front of every piece of technology.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. No actual bonus points.
And how many bonus points do we get?
5.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone would like to do sort of on the journey there in this last leg? Anything you'd like to prepare or work on? Maybe a science experiment or some sort of engineering modification?
Well, I've been experimenting on a faster drive, but could use some testing.
Are you going to just do that, or are you going to ask permission?
Of course I'm going to ask permission
I like
tomorrow.
That pause. I like that. Tomorrow.
After the fact.
All right. So,
Master, yes.
you describe the change you're making. Are you trying to improve the existing engines with something you've built?
Yes, like sort of like a modification where you add a little bit more juice to the engines.
You're pouring NOS in there, aren't you?
Yes.
There's your Vin Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll me a D6. If you hit 4, you're going to successfully beef up these engines.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 5.
So you guys are just traveling along through Sector X, and suddenly the speed of the ship doubles.
Double.
Everyone's-
Ooh, that worked out better than I thought.
Yep.
Did we just hit an up?
I'm a really great pilot.
I run over to the little communication device, pull it out, and go, Captain, sorry, that was me. I was just testing some of Ensign Swan's new cleaning supplies, and I just poured a little bit in the engine to see what it would do.
Is that where my XYZ 179 cleaner went?
Like, the alcohol in it was very pure.
Okay. I
been
like how
looking to
you
do
sold
the
it to
force.
me as a modification you invented, and now it's devolving into you found Ensign's cleaning material.
It was only part of it. It was only part of it.
Okay.
I had
I want you
just
to
a little
know,
bit.
talk to the captain that I wasn't asked permission to use my cleaner, and we must refill when we land.
Ensign is currently
Because-
asking me to refill their cleaner. I hope Ensign realizes we're very far away from anything at this moment.
But it's very important. You know that I have to put that on the floors before I wax them. There's no other cleaner that's going to get the scuffs out. Nothing. Nothing on this ship. I've tried it all.
You know no one can walk on the floors right now because they're so slippery and clean, right?
Well, I've asked you guys not to wear shoes, but apparently that's a no-no.
Lieutenant, well done. How long can we sustain this amped speed?
30 seconds, sir.
Oh. Yep, that's lunch right there.
Hey,
That was
Max,
awesome.
good to see you.
30 seconds, 50 gallons of my special cleaner for 30 seconds.
I only
What the hell is going on out there?
Swan.
There's another 100 gallons of that stuff on board.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Shit.
you can get a couple more 30-second boosts if you want.
We'll save that.
No,
Save that
no.
races or combat.
Yeah. But that
Excuse
brought
me.
you here. You're in the dead center of Sector X.
Day 111.2. We've arrived ahead of schedule thanks to Lieutenant's crazy experiments.
30 seconds ahead of schedule.
Well,
As a
I
captain.
always try to do my hardest, Captain.
Maybe you could invent me a new cleaner.
Would you like me to engage electroscanners, Captain?
Commander, yes. Let's start scanning.
There you go.
Okay.
Scanning.
Commander.
Then you have to.
I'm sorry?
Then she has to say scanners. Yeah, scanners engaged.
Your electro scanners come online and you find the floating debris of a starship. A rocket ship nearby.
Oopsie.
There seems to be at least part of the interior cabin still intact.
Okay.
Captain, I'm scanning for signs of life.
Roll a d6 on that, please, and I'll give you a boon for it.
Okay. So that's 2d6.
Correct.
I got a 5 and a 1, so a fail.
No, you needed a 4 on the scanning thing. I made that up on the
But-
device.
But if I get a 1 on the other die, is it not an automatic
No.
fail?
Not on the boon, right?
Oh,
No.
I see. I didn't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so I got a 5.
You don't know, but you were correct.
The doctor is currently scanning for life. What did you get?
You got a 5. You find inconclusive readings. There's something over there that seems to be pinging the life sensors, but the direction is inconclusive. It's somewhere in the vicinity of that cabin.
Captain, there's inconclusive signs of life. I'm not sure if we're picking up signal from Jimmy Swan or something else.
Gum. You know what that means, Doctor?
Of course I know.
It's inconclusive, which means it could be life.
Or Jimmy
Absolutely.
Swan.
You know what?
I forgot what that.
Or Jimmy Swan.
In for next week for that.
Ironing my shirt, Captain.
Is it still on you? Did you take it off? Vincent.
It's off.
Okay.
It's off.
Is he standing there on the bridge without a
I've got
shirt?
like one of those white bloomer shirts underneath.
Nice. Commander, let's go ahead and set course over to the... What's the range on this thing? How far away is it?
About 1 football field.
Oh, set course for 1 football field towards the wreck site.
At this distance, probably the best way to get there is to put on a big spacesuit and rocket over.
Oh. Belay that order. We're going to put on our spacesuits and rocket over. It's an idea I just had.
Who wants to race?
Winner doesn't have to clean.
Excellent.
So the captain obviously has to go on the away mission himself and has to walk in all the doors first.
Mhm.
Winter doesn't have to clean, so I'm staying on the ship, sir.
If you need the smartest person on the ship, I should go. But I don't want to.
Captain Dr. Killington will go.
Yeah.
Ensign Jimmy Swan seems to have said that he's staying. I don't know if that's what his orders are.
Right, of course I don't have to follow orders, but I would like not to win, sir, if possible.
I order you to try your best. Nonetheless. Yeah,
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Killington should definitely go in case there's injuries.
I don't think he likes me very much, sir.
You know what? We'll need the lieutenant as well, in case there's any mechanical issues that need to be fixed in the moment.
Happy to serve, Captain. Right away, sir. Let me just get my kit.
What about your second? He's staying on the ship
Commander, you want to come?
Yes, sir.
on the Something Smasher. So who's staying
Yes, please
on the
don't.
Something Smasher? Anyone?
Please don't leave me.
Something Crusher. I think Jimmy Swan should be the interim captain.
Jimmy Swan.
Oh, I can watch the ship, sir.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Ensign, you've got the comm.
And I will make sure that it stays clean.
Just make sure you turn off any electronics before you spray it.
Stay out of the sick bay.
Any or every, sir.
Remember what happened to my comms last time.
Yeah, all of them.
Jimmy Swan's first command. You know what? That's the title of this adventure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's where shit went south.
I'm a little nervous,
All
to be
right,
honest, sir, but I will do everything in my power.
You guys
Make
go
sure
put
that's-
on full moonwalk suits and just go out into space. Through the
I will at
Yeah.
the hatch or whatever, however you guys exit the ship at the hatch. I will wipe down your masks and make sure that you're
yeah.
fiddling with your little badges and your comms. What's that?
I want you to imagine this thing. There's no airlock. There's no double doors. Jimmy just opens the door for you guys. You go out and then he closes the door. And off you go.
I'll be here.
Wow, Jimmy, are you still there?
Yes. He's still here.
Very interesting.
I close the door. Behind you.
Captain's log. Jimmy is still there.
Yeah, Jimmy, the radios all have big dials.
It's-
It takes you guys just a couple minutes to float across this one football field worth of space and reach the wreckage of this destroyed ship. And you are able to find a hatch there as well to enter. Now, this ship is bigger than yours. It looks like it may have been a cargo vessel.
Hmm.
But what remains is just a piece of it.
Doctor, you were correct. It was exactly one football field away. If you're the
I'm always correct. I'm taking out my stupulator and examining the surface of the ship for signs of life. I always search for signs of life.
All
I'm a
right.
positive
it
guy.
would be weird if you search for signs of death.
Yeah, and
I can do that.
you have a boon in pulp sci-fi science, so since I don't know
Yes.
the word you just said, you get a boon for this.
Okay. I'm rolling. I'm rolling for something. A 5 and a 6.
Okay. There is something alive on the ship, not in it, but on it. Something is
My
alive.
God. There's something alive. What is it? I take a closer. I like strain to see what it is.
So you can
Captain.
see it with the naked eye. It's your stupulator detects it.
Stuff.
It's like a thin film of energy surrounding the ship, stuck to the hull. It's reading like a human spread out.
There's some sort of human life form got smashed over the ship. My God. Something pinrolled a human being to cover the ship like wrapping paper. I'd stake my life on it.
Golly, do you think you can recover?
Probably with my administrations, yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Captain, this is Jimmy Swan.
Go for captain.
I see something through the screen thingy that's at the front of the room that we hang out in. And there's something kind of ish looking weird on the ship that you are in. Captain.
Can you describe it?
It is weird. It's coating the ship, but it's not part of the ship.
Okay.
And it's glowing.
There's something on there. There's something on the ship.
Yeah, and it's glowing.
Is it a fan?
It's the second reference this weekend to that episode.
All right. Captain's log. There appears to be a humanoid life form stretched over the ship, like a human condom.
Listen, you guys, I said energy.
Oh, okay.
Like
an electro-human condom.
You're all gonna.
I don't want to know what's underneath that.
I'm sure you're all going to interpret this event differently according to your personalities, but I would just like to point out, Ensign Jimmy Swan just detected from back on your ship the same thing that Dr. Killington had to fly over here and use his hand scanner to detect.
But we did the scanning.
Yeah, Jimmy detected it from the ship.
Okay.
On the screen
God.
thing.
Yeah.
Are you telling me I risked my life to do something we could have done? Gemma, don't you know about these things? The engineer.
I'm getting a lot of static, Commander. Or Doctor.
Dr. Killington, what's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, exactly. I came out here
Back
for
on the
fun.
ship in the sick bay, under my pillow.
All right. What do you?
What do you want to do, Captain?
We're here now. Let's go in.
I like you coming off like an even angrier Dr. McCoy.
Yeah.
I want to scavenge for parts.
Well, let's start with the body energy thing.
Yes, of course. We want to rescue any live person.
Is there any scientific
Even if they're stretched
explanation?
out.
This is going to be hard.
Let's see.
Gemma or Killington, you can both roll for this. I think you'd both have a boon in it. And I'm going to say you're going to have to crit and confirm the crit to get this.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
And one.
You got a 1?
You said a
Yeah.
boon, right?
Yes.
A 4 and a 3.
Nope.
Don't understand anything. I'm not quite sure what the scanners are showing, Captain.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a human biosignature, but spread real thin, like butter scraped over too much bread.
But it's still alive.
Yes.
Well then, if we can't get a reading from the outside, maybe we can go figure out some more information on the inside with their...
You're
Let me take my
go through it.
Ensarinator and collect a sample.
You might not like that, but it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, you're able to collect a sample of the energy field. No problem. And there is a hatch if you guys would like to enter.
Well, I'm hoping their captain makes as many logs as I do. I say to my log.
Your log is making a log.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
You're
what?
always in the head making logs.
Sorry. Paul, I just realized what you were thinking of earlier with the one mate being an autofail. That's if you're doing like a magic roll.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't apply to most rolls. But
Okay. Thanks.
yeah, in Rocket Patrol, it would be like the alien using empathic powers instead of magic or any kind of psychic thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys going in?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go first.
Sounds
Because
like what a good captain does.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah.
I lit the hatch for you. After you, Captain.
Well, thank you.
You better get inside quick before the air starts to escape.
I cannonball inside.
Very slowly cannonball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big poofy suits. You've only got about a minute before the air starts to escape.
Right.
I get in there as
I
soon
let the
as fast as I can. I just go in as fast as I can.
And then I point to the doctor and I go in after the doctor.
I let the ship's gravity pull me inward.
Awesome. The gravity from the ship is not as strong as it should be. Something must be wrong with the Gravitytron.
My God, the Gravitytron is out.
Can we start with the Gravitytron?
I can go and see if I can fix it.
Gemma,
Or
close the
stabilize
door.
it.
Were you born in a spaceborne?
I closed the hatch.
All right.
It's locked.
All right.
It's secured with a bow even.
All right. Phew, that was close.
Were you born in a barn?
I have claimed the left lavatory, sir.
Wonderful. Keep me updated on the ship's clean status.
Yes, sir.
All right. What are you looking for here? You're kind of just in a hallway right now.
Okay, let's start there in a hallway. Do we know? Is this a ship we know enough that we know kind of the layout, or are we just kind of going blind?
You're pretty much going blind. You recognize that it's a freighter. You can probably guess that the bridge would be kind of in that direction, and the cargo would be that direction. But in terms of like specifics of like where are the crew quarters, where's the rec room, you don't know.
All right.
Maybe we should keep comms, sir.
Say that one more time, Commander.
Maybe we should look for comms. Maybe they tried to call out.
Yeah, we might need power though. So let's take Lieutenant State and Dr. Killington. You guys want to head back?
To the engine.
Now head back. I'll head back. Yes.
Commander and I will head to the bridge.
Okay.
Split the party, because why not?
Split the party.
Always more fun that way.
I like how both the command officers went together.
Whoops. Hold off my mic.
No problem. So, Dr. Killington and Lieutenant State, you are heading sort of aft in this portion of a ship that still exists. You're not sure the whole engine room is still going to be there, given the shape of the thing. But as you head that way, you do go past the med bay.
We have to stop here to see what type of technology they have.
Acknowledge, sir.
So I walk confidently into the med bay and look around to see if I can find any other technology or gadgets that I can use. It's rare. I just kind of like rummage through it.
Okay. While you're rummaging through the gadgets, which are mostly the same type of medical things you would have in your own med bay.
There's stapulator. It's broken.
Yeah, stapulator's broken. Something slams into the glass to your right. It is the glass window of the biological containment unit.
My God. There's something in here.
Yeah, it's a big sucker, like a black starfish.
Some sort of biological specimen, Doctor?
I use my Hidalgotron to scan the life form.
Well, it's coming up with like 4 dongles, which means that you
My God.
never seen a life form anything like this. It is life, but not as you know it.
There's 4 dongles on this poor creature. We'll have to do a
What is...
dongle extraction.
Do they have a function, Doctor?
Dongles? Of course. Just use your imagination.
A necessary
What are their
function?
Doesn't seem friendly, though. All right. I suggest we move on. I don't want to expose ourselves to the massive power of the dongles so soon.
Yeah, the implication of it being in this biological containment unit is that it's some sort of creature, maybe intelligent, maybe not, that the crew of this ship encountered and was forced to put in here. It may be that it spreads diseases. It may be that this creature itself is dangerous. Whatever it is, it's essentially locked up in the med bay.
Agreed. I don't believe we should unlock the creature, sir.
Yes, that's elementary.
Outstanding.
Anyway, we're heading towards the butt end of this ship. That's where your rockets and such hang out. Let's take a
Not
look.
the butt end, sir. The heart. The engine is the heart of any ship.
Oh boy.
One organ or another.
This is gonna be a whole argument about which one of you guys runs the heart of the ship.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut away from it
Okay.
over to Captain Thorne and Commander Bandura as you guys reach the bridge. So the captain's chair is sitting just behind the navigator station.
As we walk to the bridge, I turn to the commander. Commander, does it ever annoy you that I always have to walk through the door first, knowing how competitive you are?
A little bit, sir, but I understand.
Regulations.
Regulation.
Regulation. One day I'll be a captain. One day I'll be captain and I can go first.
That's true. That is your personal race.
Yes.
I see I see Chris in the YouTube chat. Thank you very much, sir. He's congratulating us on still going.
Heck yeah.
All right. What did you order her to do?
Nothing. I was
Just walked
a
in.
little character moment.
Okay.
We just walked in. What did we see?
So you've got the whole bridge in front of you, which is really small. Don't think Starship Enterprise. Think more like Millennium Falcon, but with one fewer seat. You've got the navigators. You got the navigator's console, which will seat 2, and you got the captain's seat right behind that. And anyone else who wants to be in here has to stand up.
Power?
More like a 747.
There's a little bit of flickering power just on the sensors.
I'm going to go to the navigation controls.
Okay.
Okay.
Flip some switches. Try to see if I can get some more power going.
Not from up here. Like I said, there is power to the sensors flickering in and out, but the rest of the controls are dead here. It may be that when the engineer gets there, she can help you.
Okay.
Anything?
I thought maybe there was a little bit of power I could reroute just a little bit to get some comms going.
Maybe. Let's take a look at your sheet here. Do you have an inclination that will aid you with that kind of work? I don't see anything, but if you want to roll for it,
Probably not.
you can give it a shot.
I don't, but
Okay. Well, what you can do is operate the sensors and maybe see the sensor logs.
That's where I would love to start.
okay.
Anything?
Let's do that. All right, I'll do that.
So on the sensors, you see your own ship, and in the records, the sensor logs, you see from 3 days ago, something that dwarfed this vessel, which dwarfs your ship. Something enormous suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It didn't rocket in, it just blipped into existence. And some sort of electro ray that the sensors couldn't identify hit the ship. And then the logs stopped being recorded.
Well, I definitely don't want to be up against that thing.
And just at that moment, the power remaining in the sensor computer here dies, and your access to it also ends.
So we don't have any captain's logs or anything. It's just that.
It's just that for now. When Lieutenant State gets to engineering, she may be able to get the power back on for you.
Blast it.
Mics today.
Yeah, the mics have been coming off all weekend. If you'd like us to have some better mics that don't fall off, maybe because they're shotgun mics on the ceiling, you can go to our Patreon and maybe join. Every little bit helps. Blip.
Lieutenant State, how's it going down there?
Almost to the engine room, Captain.
Did you find anything weird?
I'll leave that to the doctor, sir.
Yes, there was the technical term for it, in fact, is weird. And there was something big and weird with some major dongles in the med lab in isolation.
Strangely, I've heard that before.
Looks dangerous.
All right. Thank you for that report. Let's keep an eye on that thing if we can. Make sure it doesn't get out.
I'm going to actually
Yes.
go back to Ensign Swan. What are you?
Ensign Jimmy Swan.
What are you cleaning right now, Jimmy?
I am cleaning around the bottom of the captain's chair, sir.
Okay.
And I have found gum, and I am feeling like I must immediately contact the captain.
Well, while you're thinking about maybe I should contact the captain, you're looking pretty intently at this chair, so you don't really see it at first. When through the windshield behind you, that your back is to right now, suddenly an enormous vessel, maybe the size of a small moon, pops into existence right in front of the Something Crusher. And you only notice it, I think, because the quality of light in the room changes. And you probably look around for a second before you turn around and see this giant ship right in front of you. And you realize it is between you and where your comrades went.
Captain. Ensign Jimmy Swan.
Signal does not reach you.
Oh.
Captain, this is James Swan. Ensign James Swan, Captain. Do you copy?
An alarm sounds, Jimmy. Your ship is being boarded.
Oh, Lord. Oh, what am I? Oh, I peed myself a little. Oh, I'm cleaning it up quickly. Oh, Lord. I'm looking for a place to hide, and I've decided that I am going to hide underneath the control system.
Under the control system, okay.
There's like one of those sliding, not doors, but hatches, and I scooch in there.
Absolutely, you do.
And I'm crying a little. And I'm Ensign James Swan to Captain Thorne. Copy.
We're going to cut away from Ensign Swan back to you guys. So, do you think, Commander and Captain, that you stayed on the bridge to wait for Gemma to get the power back, or do you think you would have left to go somewhere else, maybe the med bay, to see that creature?
I don't feel like we would have left.
Okay, then you also see this giant ship appear between you and your ship.
Oh, bugger.
Jumping galaxies, Captain. The thing's huge.
Captain's log. Something huge just appeared in front of us. It appears to be the same vessel that shot this vessel with some sort of ray beam that was unidentifiable.
There's a blinking light on the bottom of your captain's log recorder.
What does that mean?
It means it's lost connection to the ship.
But it still records here, locally.
It records locally, but you've only got 10 minutes worth of recording time locally.
Fuck. Captain's log. I only have 10 minutes. Now it's 9:50. 9 minutes remaining.
That's right.
I'm gonna radio down to our buddies down there.
You don't have one of these. You got to do.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Call down.
It's like the old cell phones.
Yeah.
Doctor, Lieutenant, any luck on getting power? We need it sooner than later.
Sooner than later.
In the intervening time, you two have made it to engineering. There is a hull breach, but someone seems to have put a mattress up against it.
And that works?
Yeah, it works.
I see they're using the age-old adage of duct tape. Works wonders.
Absolutely.
Better than ray guns.
Well, yes.
All right, I look at the drive and I'm like, this reaction drive looks like it needs to be started up again. Hopefully.
Do it, Lieutenant.
What was that?
I use my rank as superior officer to tell Lieutenant Gemma to start up the engines.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, the ripcord's around back.
I will
Like
start
an old
up.
lawnmower?
Yeah.
Ripcord? Yeah.
Go ahead, pull that cord. I'm gonna help. I'm going to try and assist.
Okay. Do you let him?
This is beneath me, but trying times call for desperate measures.
It might need a doctor's touch. Doctor.
Yeah.
All right.
1, 2, let it rip.
It's on. It doesn't sound right.
Doctor, we have turned on the engine. It does not sound right.
Damn it, State, get to it. This is your bailiwick.
I
If you had a
will try,
heart,
sir.
I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop, chop.
Yeah. So see if you can fix it.
All right. I will roll, and I am a mechanic, so I have a boon to fix and understand mechanical workings.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 1 and a 5.
Okay. So the 5 is enough. Basically, the problem with this engine is it's creating power that's being sent out into nothingness because most of the ship is gone, right? All you have to do essentially is turn off those power shunts, and it will start charging up the electro batteries that run the part of the ship that's still here.
I get my little handyman's bag. I pull out a giant wrench, and I start walking over to the shunt. Doctor, I think I just need to screw this in, and then walk over to another one, and I screw it with my wrench.
Oh, outstanding.
Very good.
Yeah. It powers up. Things light up. Now, you know, Gemma, that the ship isn't going to work perfectly. For one thing, you're in the engine room, but there aren't actually any engines anymore. You can't fly this thing. You're basically in a floating bunch of rooms. But they have power. The things that are in here will work.
Doctor, I believe we should communicate with the captain that the engine is up and running.
Yes. Captain,
Go for Captain.
call up my massive communication device.
Two-handed.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. We've got, as you can see, the power has been restored. I take full credit.
I was here too, Captain.
Excellent work, Doctor. I know I can count on you.
Yes. Thank you.
Outstanding. I like how the radios went from badges to flip phones to walkie-talkies, and now they're basically like 80s.
It's this massive brick of a device.
Flyers.
Yeah, they're like Vietnam era
Hello.
radios.
Yep.
Exactly.
Now that we have power,
Yeah.
I assume. Commander, do you see anything? Any more information? Captain's logs specifically?
Let me check, Captain. Looking around.
Captain,
Maybe
I'm
check the
just a
captain's.
I'm just a doctor, but perhaps we should blow that other ship to smithereens.
Weapons. Check for weapons next, after the captain's logs.
You find the most recent captain's log.
Checking for weapons, sir.
No, play the log first, and then check for weapons.
Doop. Log playing, sir.
Go for it, Steve. Come on.
This is Captain Jewel Johnson. We're being boarded by some sort of gigantic vessel. The creatures on board are horrifying. They look like men with dog heads. They have some sort of blaster ray. It disabled our whole ship. It took apart everything. All that's left is the bridge and the engineering in the med bay.
Everything we needed. Thank God.
They boarded. They're shooting the people. They're turning the people into nothing.
Jillian,
Doesn't sound good, Captain.
we salute you for your captain's log. That was very helpful. All right, check for weapons.
Jill Johnson signing off.
Jill Johnson, sorry.
All right, yeah, that's what you got. So weapons, nothing. This ship had minimal weapons to begin with.
Yeah, I was imagining it's the cargo ship.
Yeah, not a military vessel.
All right, well, there's one thing we can count on for certain, and that is they're probably boarding our ship now, if they're doing exactly what they did to this ship.
Jimmy Swan, there are dogmen all over the bridge.
Mama!
No. Do you actually say that?
whispering it, and I've got my mom's picture out of my little breasty pocket.
Your red pocket, by the way.
Holding it close. It's my red pocket out of my red pocket, out of my red shirt.
Outstanding. Excuse me. So you're the one who started with double karma, which
And I'm peeking out of the little hatch so I can see that they're dog people,
yeah.
and they're leaving
Uh,
filth.
It seems like their faces don't really move. You know, their eyes don't turn or anything, but they got dog heads.
Doctor.
And they're
Oh, sorry, Ollie.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and get out of the bridge? Do you want to try and, I don't know, fight them? You want to try and get a suit on and leave the ship? Do you want to try and save the ship? What do you want to try, Jimmy?
Well, as I'm peeking out of the little hatch, I see that they are leaving filth everywhere they walk.
Dog hairs.
So I rip free some of the electronic components from underneath. It's this big, massive tube pipe that controls the whole ship, of course. And I'm going to kiss my mother's picture
Yeah.
and completely lose my shit. Open the things, and how dare you mess up this bridge? Captain Ford is going to be.
What are you, a bunch of animals?
Wow. All right.
They're a bunch of animals, dog people.
There are 3 dog people on the ship, and they are all going to turn towards you, or on the bridge. There are 3, and they're all going to turn towards you in shock as you pop out. Are you physically attacking them?
I think I'm going to try to intimidate them first,
Okay.
because I've got this kamikaze courage. You must leave the ship right now! Right now, I tell you!
Roll. Yeah, roll a d6. Do you have anything that would give a boon to this?
Well, my aspect is the kamikaze courage with my mom's picture.
Yep, that's a boon. So roll that.
I've got a 5 and a 4.
5, yeah, 5 is enough. You make these guys take a step back, and one of them actually fully leaves the bridge, but they're not like turning and running. You more just startled them with your big dog energy.
We left the right person on board.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, and here I'm probably about 5'4". I'm really thin, spindly. I've got this pipe, and what is in front of me? How many people are in front of me?
At this point, there's 2 like immediately in front of you, and then there's 1 in the hallway.
And as I am standing there furious about the mess, one takes a step and leaves another mess and touches your chair and leaves filth behind, and I lose it.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my pipe and I'm going to hit him right on the butt. Get out!
Roll your attack.
Wrong ship today, mister!
God, I wish it was a newspaper, like rolled up newspaper. Bad dog.
I got 2 3s.
Oh, a 3 is enough to hit. Yeah, the one you hit takes a strike.
And then I'm going to swing at the other one and growl and say, get him!
I'm gonna roll a save for him. Actually, he leaves the bridge. He goes out in the hallway with the other guy. You've just got the one you hit. He's still with you.
Okay, I'm going to turn back and say, you are a filthy beast! Get out!
He's going to turn his ray gun at you and shoot.
Well, as you know, my red shirt and my pea stain.
Yeah. He does hit, but you can roll an armor save.
Okay, armor save is what?
You gotta hit a 6.
Yeah, okay. Nah, I got 2. So I take a strike.
So when this ray gun hits you,
So what's the difference between avoidance save and armor save?
Not much. Armor is for combat. Avoidance save is to avoid, like rocks falling.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure. Sorry.
Yeah, if you succeed on an avoidance save, basically like you don't get hit, or it might be like you get half.
Got
it. Jimmy, when you get hit by this thing, it does take a strike off you, but instead of like dealing bodily harm, what you feel is it feels like your molecules get pulled apart for a second.
Like gas?
Yeah, a little bit. Like almost like every part of you is being attracted by a different magnet and pulled away from each other. That's what this ray does. But it's gonna take a couple more hits before you're fully gone.
Okay. So as I back together, I'm going to swing at him again, and I'm going to swing at his ray gun. I'm going to just, you filthy creature, get out of here. Okay. Captain Stone is going to be furious.
Roll it, and yeah, I think you having already been hit and attacking again, I think you can roll your Kamikaze Courage boon again for this one.
Okay, so I got a 5 and a 3.
Okay. You're going to deal a strike, but you're not going to knock that thing out of his hand without a 6. You can spend karma to make it a 6.
All right. I'll spend a karma, and I will make it a 6.
All
and then I'll roll again.
Yeah, roll again.
And I got a 6.
Roll again.
Oh, it fell out of my thing. 5.
Okay.
I'll use. I can use another karma to make that another one.
It's not necessary. You already knocked this guy unconscious.
But would Jimmy Swan do it?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Your first one, you hit his button, you dealt a strike. Then you got the gun out of his hands, and then you hit him 2 more times, basically. So that's his 3 strikes. He's out.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand over him and say, "I'm sorry." And
seeing that you stop and express remorse, the 2 dogmen in the hallway start to move closer again.
Oh shit.
Is it right?
So what I'm going to do, because I am terrified, this is ridiculous, and I don't want to do this anymore, I am going to run. I am going to run as fast as I can, try to get past those guys. Not even like hit them or anything, just out of complete fear and I'm terrified. I'm going to run out the hallway and out of the bridge.
I'm hearing that you're bolting without doing anything. Are you going to pick up that ray gun first?
It'd probably be the smart thing to do.
But do it.
I guess I'm going to, but I'm not going to point it at anybody. I'm just going to pick it up and shove it into my little fanny pack that I carry with my cleaning supplies, and I'm going to zip.
Jimmy, you get right past them. They're so startled when you start running at them again. They freeze up for a second, and you run right past them.
And as I'm running, I'm screaming and I'm crying hysterically, and I'm just zipping.
Okay. All right. So back over to the freighter.
So many things I want to do. Doctor.
Yes, Captain.
The creature that you found in the med bay, did that have a dog head by any chance?
No, it had this like sucking mouth and 4 dongles. It did not represent a dog in. Why are we talking about dogs?
Why are we talking about dogs, Captain?
Oh, I guess I should bring you up to speed. That ship that...
Ship? What ship?
Look, slow down. There's a ship. It arrived. It's the same ship that shot this ship. There's dog people on it, apparently, according to the late Captain Jill Johnson, who left amazing captain logs, and that's the only reason we know this information.
Well, what do they want? Do they want a treat?
No, they apparently vaporized everyone after boarding their ship.
Captain, perhaps we can find bones and squeaky toys.
That's not a bad idea.
Whatever we do, Captain, we have to be faster than them.
Yes.
What kind of ship is it, Captain?
All right. I think I have a plan. It's a big, round ship. You said.
I didn't say what shape it is.
You said it was like a moon almost.
Well,
so.
I said size-wise, but
Okay.
it's so big you can't see enough of it to gauge the shape.
It's so big we don't know the shape. It could be.
Oh my!
You know that it's. I mean, there was only one football field between your two vessels, but like the part of it that came in between is kind of like narrow, like the bottom of a boat. Like it comes to a point, but there may be way more up there.
Oh my! I would love to check out its engines.
Cool.
Maybe we should board their ship, Captain.
I'm sorry?
Maybe we should board their ship,
That's
Captain.
100% what I think we're going to do.
Let's
So we
turn.
can back to ours. But I want to first try to bring things we could use. Can we weaponize that little sucker with the dongles in any way, shape, or form against dogs?
Yes, of course we can.
I can't wait for this.
All right, Doctor, I'm going to put you on that.
Lieutenant State, you're with me.
Sir,
And then, Commander, is there any way we can reverse the electrostatic radio analyzer to maybe reconstitute the human that is stretched over our ship? If it's still alive, perhaps we can bring them back.
Sure, Captain. I do that in my sleep.
Is that something we could do?
She can try. As
I might
always
need
love
the
to
doctor's
say,
help
you
with
can
that, though.
Try. Okay, so let's go through these commands in order. Dr. Killington, what are you trying to do to weaponize this weird starfish thing?
I'm checking the sick bay to see if there's either a megalasso or a dongle muzzle.
There is a dongle muzzle, but it's only effective up to 2 dongles.
I would like to scavenge something to make it more effective for a longer time duration.
Oh, interesting.
I have an inclination. Scavenger always finds something useful every day unless rolling a 1.
Okay, so you can improve the dongle muzzle?
Yes.
Okay, roll and don't get a 1.
Okay. Can I roll a boon with this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. 4 and a 5.
You find actually a broken 1 dongle muzzle that you're able to like jury rig to the other one. And now you can basically clamp this thing right onto the starfish and it won't be able to attack until you release it.
Perfect. Well done. I didn't think it was possible for you, but you've succeeded my expectations.
Doctor, I went to the highest academy of learning how to scavenge and jury rig engines.
Come on.
Very good.
I'm looking forward
Pat,
to it.
pat.
You're like,
Captain,
Not you.
we've managed to subdue the. We've managed to secure a dongulator, and we're ready to capture the sucking creatureoid. I take full credit.
Doctor, are you telling me you guys were successful in dongling or muzzling all four or 5 dongles?
There are 4 dongles.
All 4 dongles?
Yes, Captain. We can save time in the future by foregoing any question of were we successful with yes being the answer.
Roger.
Doc, take a karma for that.
Okay.
Now, I intended a dongle to be a threat rating, but it may also be part of the animal. I don't know.
I'm still gonna always ask the questions because I gotta record it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah. Anyway,
The light's blinking. A slightly different shade of gray now. The recorder.
yes. Well done, Commander. Any luck with the reconstitution?
Yeah. What are you going to roll for that? Let's see. Obviously, you're going to roll a d6, but what can you apply to it? You don't have
So,
tech stuff, right?
yeah, I really am not a technical person or a doctor.
Commander,
But I
do
do.
yourself. You know what? Let's make this a race. I bet you could do it in under 30 seconds. And I'm gonna inspire her with 1 extra karma for this scene.
Outstanding.
All right. It's a race, Captain?
Yes.
You need to
All right.
crit
Can I
and
take boon for
confirm.
this race?
You need to crit and confirm and able to get the whatever rematerializer working.
Okay. I have rolled a 6.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I have to confirm that. 3.
You can use the karma that I just gave you, and
Two others.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna use another ability, leadership, to share 2 more karmas with you, so you don't have to use any of yours.
Oh, you put the karma monkey.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay. Done and done.
Well, I mean the inspire.
That's part of the. Some of that.
Yeah, that's the captain build.
Yeah.
So then I just added more karma.
Looks like I've done it, Captain.
I never would have thought to pull all the power from the engines that don't exist anymore and use it. Brilliant.
Incredible. So you have this thing that can theoretically rematerialize dematerialized matter. What you don't have is any knowledge if that's actually what happened to these people.
Worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. Are you gonna try and use it?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking either of you.
Oh, all right, Commander, let's do it.
On your word, Captain.
All right, so you go ahead and activate this thing, and you look over towards the little pad where people are supposed to appear, and there's this white shimmer in the air there, and for a second you do see a person, but you start to lose his electro signal. The frequency gets all jumbled, and you lose the wavelength. And if you, Dr. Killington, if you were reading, if you were looking at the readings on that energy outside the ship while they attempted this, what you will have seen is that it did diminish in power, but then when their rematerialization failed, it went back to the way it was.
Yeah, so I've got a boon to understand living beings and processes. So I guess I'm going to confirm that, what's surrounding the ship, I suspect, is the remains of a human being. Is that in fact the case?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. We'll see what you get.
Okay. And I roll with. Do I have a? No, I just roll. Okay.
Well, you have a
5.
You
I
have
have a boon, a 5 and a 3.
Okay, so the 5 is. We'll take the 5. You, I think, what you realize is that they're trying to rematerialize something without a signal for the physical matter. What is surrounding the ship is just the sort of life energy of the being. It's essentially like its soul, its mystic life force is still here, but its body is not. So when they got this thing and tried to rematerialize the people, it was trying to invent a body for them out of nothing.
I'm going to take that sample jar that I took a sample of. I'm going to invert the stepilator, pour it into there, and conduct a further analysis to see if with the sample we have enough information to reconstitute whatever is there.
Okay, roll a d6 and try to crit.
Okay.
Try real hard.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I get a 2, but I now have 4 karma. I'm just gonna spend them.
Okay.
And bring it up to a 6.
Okay, roll again.
That's a 3.
This is a new scene, and you're on the radio with him if you want to try and help him with more karma.
Yes, for sure. I'm gonna inspire you by saying, Doctor, if you succeed,
Yes, Captain.
if you succeed at this,
I'm in the process of succeeding.
yes, I will let you transfer off of my ship.
That's more than one man can ask for.
How many does that give him?
Just one. If you need more, I can send you some more
I
to
think
leadership.
I think you need 2 to make it a 6, don't you?
No, Captain, I need a 3.
So I give you 1, so I need to give you 2 more. All right. There's no. Yeah, I'm just gonna send you 2 more.
Okay. All right.
It was such an inspiring thing that I gave you that you get 3 out of it, apparently.
Yeah, you spent 1, you got to spend more. That's how it goes. Any case,
The
success. I just keep on succeeding.
Yeah. No cost to yourself. What you
You're like all of our karma for like something that may not actually help.
Well, what you learned, Doctor, is that the only way to create bodies for these people is to read their memories of themselves from the biological energy that you have. Their minds are here. So if you had something that could psychically read their self-image, then the rematerializer that the commander built will be able to create bodies for them out of ambient matter.
Lieutenant State, create one of these devices.
I create one of these devices.
Unfortunately, the only way to read someone's mind is with a psychic being.
Ooh, do we have a brain sucker on board? By any chance, Doctor?
Is that creature psychic?
As it turns out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, so I'm going to analyze the living being. So yeah, what do the dongles in fact provide psychic information?
Yeah, those are psychic dongles. It was imprisoned because now that you have power in the medbay again, you can read the logs on this thing. It was imprisoned because they found it on an asteroid and it psychically attacked several crew members and sucked all their memories out.
Wow.
And so that's why they had it. But it's also not carbon-based. It's actually silicone-based. And there's even a log entry from the previous doctor suggesting that it is a grade of silicon that's also used in the ship's circuits.
Sir, permission to launch the creature aboard the dog ship.
Slow down there. I like where your head is at. I feel like. Do you relay that information to me? Obviously, Doctor.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
All right, Doctor. I feel like there's something there. So it is compatible with the ship's electronics, and all of their energy is on the outside of the ship, and it can read all their thoughts. How do we make this work?
I have a boon in pulp sci-fi science, so I'm going to see if I understand what's going on, how to do it.
Okay. You hit a 4 on this.
4 and a 5.
This is easy. This is light work.
Easy, Captain.
Yeah, the understanding part is light work. Building it is going to fall to probably Gemma. But yeah, so you have the dongle muzzle, and so you can modify that to control the direction of this thing's thought sucking. And if you hook into its brain, its silicon brain, with your stupulator, you can scan.
Yes.
I still love that word.
Yeah, you can actually scan the energy and read the thoughts of the people, and then channel that information into your rematerializer up on the bridge, and you can save these people.
I have the solution, Captain. I write down like a diagram and hand it to Lieutenant State.
You designed a perfect machine, Doctor.
I'm not surprised. I don't need this anymore.
Jimmy Swan, where did you run to?
I am in my janitor closet. That is actually right outside the engine room.
Okay. Across from the janitor closet is the hatch to go outside. There is one spacesuit left. Or you can head down to the engine room and try something from there.
Well, I am terrified.
How come?
This isn't my forte. So I am surprised that I have not been rescued by my captain and my team, and I'm becoming a little jaded.
It's been 15 minutes. How's...
Yes. And I am terrified and afraid. So as I kiss my mother's sweet cheeks, I grab my mop bucket that has been modified so I can mop two places at once. She has made me this contraption that the mops can be...
Future mop, love it.
Yes, it's amazing. It swivels. And my mother would never have me run out into space because, of course, I will get lost and die. So I am going to go back to the dog people with my mop and beat them to death or beat them out. And then I'm going to drag their bodies out the hatch, and that is my plan. They are making my filthy, and I will not have it.
You run up on the dog people. You already have one strike missing. There are two of these dog people left between you and the bridge. Those are the only two you know about.
I've got two mops that swivel.
Outstanding.
Like nunchuck mop.
Well,
And I am proficient with this mop. I can mop anything from ceilings to floors to toilets to anything I can reach. Two things at the same time. Light fixtures. Yep, I got this.
okay, so I'm going to borrow a line from Scotty, roll a dice, and don't get a 1.
I got a 3.
Okay, you got surprised on these guys. If you'd gotten the 1, they would have seen you coming, and they have ranged weapons and you don't. But you you came up on them by surprise, so roll an attack.
Am I using my kamikaze courage?
Yes. If not,
For my sweet mother? I got a 4 and a 5.
okay, that's a hit.
And I got a 4.
Yeah. What was the 4 for?
The second hit?
I don't know. It was a hit. Then I rolled for... I don't know. Roll.
No, you took a strike off the one you hit.
Okay. I hit 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the second roll for hitting the other guy?
I assumed because I had 2 mops.
I see what you're
that were swinging.
dual wielding is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure, let's go for it.
Okay.
That 4 hits. So
Okay.
take a strike off each of them.
Perfect.
Uh,
Now what?
now they shoot you. Here it goes, Jimmy.
I'm still swinging on mop, so hopefully I can.
The first one you hit misses you.
Scare up.
You rolled a 1. The second one hits you. You take another strike as you are partially discombobulated again.
No, I'm feeling really weird. All right.
Yeah. How much karma do you have left? And don't forget, everyone else has a hero die. You can re-roll one thing once.
I have 5 more
How
karma.
about that?
5 more karma. Okay. So you know what? Let's finish out this scene. Do you want to keep fighting, or do you want to?
I want to continue hitting them with my mops.
Okay.
I am beyond pissed
She's
off
gonna
that they have.
clean up the place with those
I'm gonna
things.
clean them up.
Go for it. Do it.
All right.
So you'll get the kamikaze boon just on one of the rolls.
Okay. On one of the mops, you mean?
One attack.
Okay. So I got a 4 and a 3.
Okay. Oh man, well, I got this ambient music. Let's get some action music. The 4 hits.
And a 6
Oh, possible crit.
and a 1.
Okay. Well, you hit them both. They each take another strike. They're each down to 1 strike. And they're each going to shoot at you again.
All right.
You have this opportunity to move if you want to try and get cover before they shoot.
I am. I'm going to scream in their face that they're filthy, disgusting dogs, and I'm going to run away again as fast as I can and scream, "Mother!" and run. And this time, I'm gonna bypass my cleaning closet and head into the engine room.
Okay. They are. If you're just running straight down the hallway, they are going to shoot at you anyway.
And I'm gonna be like, serpentine, 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 Mom! As I'm running.
I need you to roll 2 armor saves.
Okay.
Damn.
They both hit.
Okay. Well, all right, they both hit me. Because I got 3 and a 2.
Karmas.
What's that?
I do. I got 3 and a 2.
Yes.
I've got 5 karma left.
You need 2 6s because you're on your last strike, so you have to save both of these or you're dead.
Correct. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
Reroll the 2 with your hero die.
Oh yes, I can re-roll the 2 with my hero die. Thank you for that.
Huh?
6.
All right. So,
Go, Jimmy.
what kind of armor are you wearing? Just your cadet uniform?
Yep.
Okay.
Just my red shirt with my nice little pocket and my little spiral notebook for the future, of course.
Your little shoulder thingies just get blown off as you run away.
I still have my mops, though. I still have my mops, and I slide the door of the engine room, and it latches.
You close the door, it latches, and from behind you in the engine room, you hear a canine growl.
Oh!
We're
No!
in 10 minutes. We're taking our break.
What?
You don't have to kill the red shirt.
Sometimes Oh, Cindy's coming.
We're back for real.
Hello.
Welcome back.
We won already.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Jimmy Swan's first command. We're going right back to you, Jimmy. You're in the engine room. You heard the dog growl.
All right.
You.
Okay, so I'm standing there. The room smells. I might have pooped myself just a tiny bit.
It's a little.
Just a little bit as I see the dog behind me or in front of me. And I reach into my fanny pack and I grab hold of my gun, but I don't show it, and I jump over him and get behind him.
All right.
And then I point my gun at him and I shoot. Can I do that?
You also have one of their guns.
Yeah. You took.
Oh, yeah.
In the last.
Well, can I?
No, just one at a time. Just one at a time. But shoot, roll your attack.
I got a 1.
That sucks.
Yeah,
You've already hit your hero die, and I imagine you're low or out on karma.
I am. Yes.
Well, the jump was a lot.
So I start to cry.
But do you get a karma for missing this roll?
Yes, you do.
Uh-huh.
The jump was a lot. That counts as a distraction. This guy's so confused. He's not going to get a turn, so you can have another one.
Okay. I got a 6.
Confirm it.
A 5. Well, I have a karma. 6.
Okay, roll again. That's 2 strikes.
And a 3.
That hits the third time. You killed him.
Yoo-hoo!
Jump over this guy because of the you didn't even turn around and look at him before you jumped. You just pulled out your gun, jumped over him. You double fisted it with the guns. You completely missed the first one because you just jumped backwards over a dog man, and you're like, what? But the second one, you just shoot a hole right through his head.
And I kiss my mom. I get on my knees and I just start to cry.
Still got 2 living dog men who are down to 1 strike each outside the.
I do.
All right, great job, Jimmy Swan.
And I have the helomatic. So how does the helomatic work? I know I have to use it on a turn.
Yeah, well, you can use it now. We're gonna cut away from you after you do, so this will be in between scenes. Roll it, and on a 4+, you heal yourself 1 strike.
Okay, I got a 5.
Great, you get a strike back.
And if you fail, do you still lose a use of the helomatic?
Yes.
And I
When you
lose
get karma back?
1 use.
You earn a point of karma every time you fail a roll.
Oh. Cool.
Hope you're
All right.
I haven't failed anything yet. They've been doing all the rolls.
hell yeah.
I haven't failed any yet either.
All right, well we're
Me
going
neither.
to you guys. What was that?
I have no idea.
Damn it! I don't know what it was. But
Random chimes.
random chimes from the computer that's streaming our show. No message or anything. But yeah, that's like a sound when you plug in a new device.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. The Dr. Kellington just designed this thing for Gemma to build. Gemma, I'm gonna have you roll with a boon. I'm gonna give you 2 boons since Dr. Kellington gave you the designs. What was your first name? Wellington Killington?
Maximilian Killington, Max Kill.
That's right. I decided not to try and fit it all on the name tag.
Right. That's why I left it off. I just is like, you can't go on there.
A 2, a 5, and a 3.
2, a 5, and a 3. The 5 is a success. You are able to plug this thing right into this space starfish.
I take it, and where's the hole? I plug it into what looks like a hole.
Okay, I wasn't here for that description, but it works. Someone's going to have to go out on the hole to scan the life energy out there in order to rematerialize it.
I volunteer, Captain.
No. You stay here and man this post. I'll do it. I have the mag
I
boots. I can walk on metal surface.
Captain,
What?
I should go. I'm smarter than you are.
I will
I've got.
go for it.
Wait, am I smarter now? I can't tell. All right. I'm gonna go out there because I got my egghead inclination, which I think was gonna help me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do it.
So I don my gear and make sure to get outside in less than 1 minute, so all the air doesn't escape. Okay, so I'm gonna roll with a boon.
Yep.
I get a 5 and a 4.
Okay, so that gets you one person, and if the commander will activate the rematerialization device, you'll get a crew member back that they zapped.
All right.
Captain, activate the device.
Do it.
I just did, Captain.
There's a guy who's in there and then just like collapses forward into your arms.
Whose arms?
I assume Commander Grace Bandura is standing right in front of the thing.
Oh, okay.
We have a human, sir.
That's wonderful. I don't want non-humans right now.
I'll be the judge of that, whether or not it's human. Let me get in there.
But there's still more. There's more things. More people out there.
So can I roll again, or am I done because?
Well, you're gonna have to roll for each one. Now that you're actually looking at it in this way, having done some more research, you can tell there's a total of 6. You got 1, so there's 5 left.
Okay.
Captain, you're not technically doing anything right now, but being on the bridge, you see movement on the big ship. It seems that when Dr. Killington went outside was when they first became aware that there were living people over here in the wreckage. Some dog people are coming out of a hatch.
Doctor, you have limited time. How much time does he have, roughly?
However long it takes a bunch of dogs to cross a football field. Half a football field.
Yeah.
Unless you can do something about them.
This is.
We need some squeaky toys, stat.
Where's some bones or meat?
Captain, permission to use the audiotronic device and reverse ray it so that it disperses the sound at a high-pitched sound to the dog people.
Clever, like a dog whistle.
Yes.
Wouldn't that attract them?
No, really a one that will... Wait, what's the sound that irritates dogs?
It's
Megahertz.
like a very high pitch.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
hertz
know
that will...
But Gemma State does. Go ahead and roll it with a boon.
Oh, right.
Maybe it'll slow them down.
Do it.
Mia's in the YouTube chat.
6 and a 3.
6 and a 3.
Nice.
Yeah, you see these space-suited dog people out in space. There's 3 of them heading towards your debris, and they suddenly are all going like this, which completely immobilizes them.
Lieutenant State, it's working. Keep it up.
It's working. I confirmed.
Battery levels currently high.
Dr. Killington, roll another science gibberish roll.
Am I rolling with the boon again, or is that or
Boon on all of these because this is
Okay.
the most gibberishy of gibberish.
4 and a 2?
You know what? I think you need a 5 on these. So that one,
Okay.
you don't quite get it.
Okay, so but I take a karma for that, right?
Yeah, you'll take a karma for that.
Okay.
Captain, anything else you want to try while these dogmen are figuring out how to turn off their radios?
From the bridge of the ship, we don't have weapons. We don't have thrusters. We don't have much. Like,
roll a d6, don't get a 1.
3.
Headlights work and they are aimable.
Excellent. Blinding him.
Okay, roll this, try to hit 5 or higher.
Okay.
What kind of cargo is on this ship, by the way?
Nobody's looked into that.
That's a good question. 2. I don't have enough karma, so I'm gonna take that loss.
Okay. Yeah, so you shine the light on them, but you do not successfully blind them. They're just not at the right angle.
Great.
Jimmy Swan, are you staying in the engine room?
Well, as I was cleaning this fellow that is
Don't
in front of me.
throw a wrench in my engines, please.
No. Oh no, I'm not brave enough for that. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I've been trying to call Captain Thorne this whole time on my
Yeah, it's just not.
autotronic comm. It's not coming through. I've done some crying. Got 1 karma left.
You healed
So-
strike.
I did heal 1 strike.
You could conceivably go take out the other 2 dogs, but it's risky.
It is risky unless I heal myself again with the Heal-O-Matic. But then the Heal-O-Matic is you. Yeah.
No,
I have to get.
uses.
Yeah, but I have to get a 6, right, to have it heal me?
No, 4+.
4+. Well, I'll try to heal myself one more time.
Okay,
And I got a 5.
great. You
So,
can go strike.
Another strike back. And then I am going to slowly and as quietly as this door opens, of course, with my boots on, I'm going to run at them. And it says I can jump 20 feet with a running start. So I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to do the same thing. I'm gonna run at them, jump over them, turn around, and shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: you could only jump over the dog man before because the engine room has a very high ceiling. In the hallway, you can't jump all the way over.
This does.
But what you could do is
Okay.
dive, like do a jump, a long jump instead of a high jump, and dive between them and fire as you go. You could do that.
Let's do that. What do I need to roll?
Go for it.
Okay, am I using my courage because Mama is in my pocket?
I just can't see how I could say no.
I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay, confirm that crit.
I got a 4.
Well,
The karma would only give me 5.
all right. So you're 6 and 2. Was that you rolling with a boon, or was that you rolling 2 attacks?
Just with the boon.
Okay, so you kill one of them.
So I can roll another attack?
No, the one that remains is going to shoot back at you first. He hits
Okay.
He hits
All right.
you. Roll an armor save.
All right, got you. So
Good.
took another strike.
Take another strike. Once again, this thing is trying to dematerialize you. But fortunately, you've healed yourself up. You are not.
And it feels very, very funny.
Was that? Yeah.
Ugh.
It's funny. Yeah,
But
like last week. Yeah, it's weird. But now you have.
and I really smell now.
You really,
And it's really driving me crazy because I'm a clean freak. So now I'm smelling a little like poo. I've got some pee on my pants. I'm smelling. I'm getting really anxious about being unclean. These guys are filthy.
yeah.
I'm getting just beyond pissed, beyond freaked out.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
You have the opportunity to shoot back.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do. Can I take cover behind Captain's chair before I do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Try not to get him dirty. I got a 5. I'm going to use my last karma to do that.
You
6.
don't need to. He only
Or did I
has
already
one strike
say?
left. That 5 kills him.
No, I got 6. Oh, okay. I got a 5.
Yeah.
So they're all dead.
All the ones.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly. Okay, all the ones I've encountered. So I'm going to go get my mops and start cleaning these guys and cleaning the floor and changing my clothes. That's a,
Before you
in a frantic OCD way.
Before you exit the bridge to go get your mop, you hear a pinging from one of the consoles. Bing.
Oh,
Bing. Yeah.
this is Ensign James Swan.
This is the USS Something Crusher computer. The vessel outside has
Ensign James Swan.
The vessel outside has changed orientation.
Okay.
Is it bisexual now?
No. Well, maybe. Ship. But
But I can't say Captain has changed position.
Confirmed.
it appears to have all this direction from our vessel
Computer.
to the debris. So Jimmy, the computer is telling you that the ship outside has changed orientation so that it's now approaching the debris that your crew is on rather than the ship that you are on.
So I have to get the attention of my captain somehow. But I'm blocked, right? I can't see the debris because the ship is so large.
The only way you could
Correct.
see the debris from here, you can't get a radio signal through it. The only way you could see the debris would be if you moved your ship and went under the ship, the big ship, to go to the other side and pick up the crew.
Does this ship have a computer? Can I say computer? Direct the ship to another location so I can see the debris.
Not within my capabilities. I do not have hands
This
to
is
reach the steering wheel.
Okay, so I'm going to look. I've cleaned this console a lot, and I know which one moves this way and that way and that way and I know where the start button is. So I'm going to move the ship.
Does this have, like the fuzzy cover over it?
It has dice.
There's that.
It's not a steering wheel. Like, well, it's like a Cessna.
Yeah.
Looks like that, but yes, it's fuzzy.
Okay, so I'm going to boop, 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 and turn the best. And of course, I have not driven the ship before, so I go whoop, and I jerk
Yeah.
the ship really quickly,
Go ahead and roll me.
but
a
finally get it
D6
under control, and I
roll a d6 and don't get a 1.
got a 2.
Okay. You very nearly slam this thing right into the side of this giant dogman vessel, but you managed to get it to go, relatively down and under the hull of the other ship. Captain, you're watching these.
And so when I do that,
Oh, go ahead.
does the captain see my ship?
Well, I was just about to say, yeah.
Our
You're
ship?
watching these dogmen approach and trying to shine
Okay.
the light on them and not blind them. As you're looking outside the window, you see the Something Crusher come diving under their vessel and come up on your side.
Captain Ensign Jimmy Swan.
Jimmy Swan, you've got a signal now.
Oh, Captain Thorne! They're such a dirty mess. Please don't come back. Give me time.
What have you been doing over there?
Please. Oh, I might have peed myself a little, sir. These dog things came, and I hurt them, and they made a really big mess. I miss you.
Knocked off my mic. I miss you too. Instant.
Yay.
It was Swan, right?
Dr. Killington, we're going to cut over to you now. You're still on the hull of the ship. Go ahead and give me another roll to get one of these guys reassembled.
Okay. 5 and a 1.
That'll do it. Grace, another person appears in your reassembler. They're coming out barely conscious, but they're alive.
Excellent.
Yeah. And you kind of have to drag them down to the med bay.
I will. Yeah, well, for now, I will just lay them out in the corridor until, because we're still in the cockpit, right?
Yeah, you guys are. I was just about to ask what Gemma Spade is up to right now.
Well, I was holding the signal device against the radio to disrupt the dog people from coming in, immobilizing them.
So that worked for a while, but they've since turned off their radios. Now they're approaching again.
I radio up, Commander, Commander, I believe the dog people are coming in soon. Do you know what this ship was carrying?
Roger that, yes.
Confirmed, there's dog people.
Confirming dog people. I do want to actually check the manifest to see what kind of cargo they had. I also want to see if they had any weapons, if possible.
If the crew of this ship had
weapons and.
I think we just.
So, checking the cargo manifest, you don't see any weapons. This is just a standard freighter. The only weapons that may have been on board if someone had a personal firearm or something.
Roger.
But like we've said, most of the ship is gone, so you don't really have access to anything from them. You have your own weapons. The manifest for the cargo, there's lots of stuff on here.
Mm-hmm.
They're carrying lots of mostly food and medical supplies, but there is actually a section for a whole section of the cargo hold that was set aside with like cubicle walls to actually carry passengers on this trip. It looks like the queen of the feline planet and all of her entourage were on board this vessel.
Were?
They're
gone.
Well, the cargo hold
Why?
they were living in is not.
Oh dear.
Well, that explained the. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's no weapons on board, so.
Then, permission to disengage the engine from its locks and rocket propel it to the dog ship.
We don't have an engine. I mean, we don't have rockets.
Yeah, there's no engines on this vessel.
Good idea, though. I like the way you're thinking. I think, Doctor,
I have a
we're
zap
going to have to stand
grenade.
down on this current task and move into a more aggressive stance moving forward. I think
do too.
we should go back to our original plan of boarding their ship.
Understood.
Okay.
They're getting close, and we should preserve my life at all costs.
Can you take them, Doctor? Can you take the dog?
Ensign James Swan. Captain Thorne.
Go for Captain.
The answer is no. I can't. No, I'll try. I'm going to take out my my blaster modified and I'm gonna take some shots at the oncoming dog people.
While he's doing that, everyone inside, we're heading out as well.
Okay, I'll have you roll for those shots in a second. I want to hear what Jimmy Swan was going to say.
Captain, this is Ensign James Swan. I see dog people headed towards your ship.
Thank you. Yes, we are aware of our.
Do you want me to do anything?
The Something Crusher is an armed vessel.
I know.
Can our ship do anything?
But my next question is gonna. How were you ever? Were you ever trained with the weapons on this ship enough to be proficient, or to use them? You know what? Fuck it. Fire and don't hit.
I know how to clean them.
No.
And I can read.
There's a trigger. Aim the ship at the dogs.
It has one. It doesn't have one of those. One of those
Targeting
like cross,
systems.
you know, where I can see like the little
Crosshair, yes.
targeting system.
Don't do your best.
You know what I
Don't
mean?
hit us. Just don't hit us. That's all I want.
All right.
I just need you to fire the guns.
Yes, Captain.
Let's have
And
Dr.
it's like a
Killington
choice
freeze up a couple shots first.
Very sick.
So Doc,
Okay.
you got your blasto gun.
I get a 3.
A 3 will hit. You get one of them. He takes a strike.
Okay, do I take another shot?
No, that'll be your turn. Let's have Jimmy try and take a shot. These are ship weapons.
Okay, so I've got the little crossfire.
Yeah, Jimmy, you're gonna
Got the little crossfires, and it's on those dog people.
If you're aiming at a person-sized object with a ship weapon, you're gonna need a 5 to hit.
Okay, that's a lot.
But if you
I hit the fire button.
It's okay if you miss. I just want the ship to make noise.
Dice is.
what you get?
I got a 4. 4.
You have karma? Do you have karma?
No.
Okay, you miss.
I don't think so. I missed when I went to hit that one guy. Remember? Did I get karma for that?
Yeah, you did miss that one guy in the hallway.
And I was gonna give you Ensign Jimmy Swan. This is your opportunity right now. Don't miss.
Yeah, there's a karma for you.
There's a karma for you.
Okay, so I pushed the fire button. That
What, even
becomes a
better.
5.
Clean up space with those guns.
Clean up space with those guns. Yeah, so if you push that to a 5 with that karma, you hit one of the dogmen. There were 3. Dr. Killington shot one and gave him a strike. You shoot a different one, but you're using a ship weapon designed to shoot other ships. So you kill this dogman with 1 shot. So now there's 2 left and one's already hurt. The
Obliterated, probably.
yeah,
Affirmative.
the 2 remaining turn to try and get back to their vessel. Dr. Killington, if you would like,
Look, Captain, they're on the run.
Dr. Killington, if you'd like to shoot a man in the back, you can shoot them as they flee.
He rolls.
Absolutely. The 6.
Okay, roll again to confirm that.
Oh, and I follow up with a 1.
Okay.
A 1.
Well, you do a strike of damage. So that one dogman is down to 1 strike. At this point, they reach the hatch of their ship and go back inside, and you see their vessel power up and flee.
Aha, flee, I get it.
Woohoo.
You do get it. How incredible of you. It's powering up. It's about to jump away. There's so much you guys don't understand about this vessel. How does it blink in and out of existence? How does it be so big? Why are they attacking ships in this sector? Did the cat girls have anything to do with it? Why are they disintegrating people into life force energy? Are you going to let them flee?
I would love to stop them. Do we have time to drift over there now that we're exiting the ship?
You don't.
Captain, this is Ensign James Swan. Captain, this is Ensign James Swan.
Who is it? Is this Ensign James Swan, the only
Captain.
person still on my ship?
Captain, yes, yes, sir. Captain Ensign James Swan here. Copy.
What do you want? We got
The ship is leaving. Do you want me to shoot it?
yes, please. Do it.
Okay, Jimmy. This
Where?
You know what the engines look like. Shoot at the engine thingies.
Yes, sir. I clean them all the time.
all
Well,
right.
they're engines.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right, Jimmy, if you can crit, you'll stop
Yeah, yes, sir.
if you can crit, you'll stop this ship from
I
jumping
can
away. You cannot meaningfully harm this ship in any other way.
I got a 6.
Okay,
Well done.
I got a 6.
you gotta confirm it.
Way to go, Jimmy.
You gotta confirm it.
I know. The chances of having 2. I'm going. I did not. I got a 3.
Guess what? You did. You got points. That's exactly how much I had.
The captain's inspiring you. You got it.
That's leadership.
That's
I already used
leadership.
my inspiration.
Well, assuming you spend the karma he just gave you on,
Oh,
you got it.
my heart is full, Captain.
Boom. So you see
Okay.
Jimmy
Perfect.
Swan turn the something crusher towards the engines and fire the guns because the ship, like, there aren't turrets, it can only shoot straight ahead of itself. So he turns the whole ship, fires the guns, and it slams into the engines of this giant dogman vessel. And you see just a series of explosions as all the engines just blow off the ship.
Oh,
and
damn.
it powers down.
That went well. Quick, boarding party. Let's go.
Wow.
Well done, Ensign.
I made contact, sir.
All right.
Ensign, continue
Permission to clean myself up, sir.
with absolute random luck or skill to be determined. Stay tuned. Let's all board their ship.
Awesome.
Quick question: the current ship we're on, the thrusters are not part of the ship. It was part of the ship that broke off, or
The thrusters on the vessel you're on? Yeah, they're gone. You guys have nothing except the engine room. So it's like the engine is there, but not like the actual, like the thing that powers them is there, but not like the actual engines.
Doctor, do you want to stay with the 2 people we've resuscitated already and bring them up to speed / alive? This is not an order. This is the.
Affirmative. That's my calling, of course.
I figured you didn't want to board this ship.
I order myself to do it.
This guy.
I'll leave the device with you, Doctor.
All right.
Yes. Affirmative.
So, are you ordering everyone else to board the Dogman ship, or just, well, who are you ordering to go?
Everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Including Jimmy?
Yes.
Jimmy's gonna leave.
Oh, that's
The
true. There's still
something
dogs
crush-
on that ship, huh?
Well, he's got all the ones that were on there, but if he leaves it, then there's nobody.
Did though.
The tabletop part of me.
Permission to stay on the ship, sir.
The smart idea is to leave Jimmy on the ship.
It's up to you.
That way I can clean up, sir.
Sure, Jimmy. Stay on the ship. You're doing wonderful work over there.
All right.
Hey, don't clean up my gum
Thank you,
on
sir.
my seat, though. I need that.
Do you, permission to dispose of dogmen, sir. Can I get rid of these dogmen,
I
sir?
hope that's what you've been doing up to this point.
I'm going to lift them up. While they're dead, I'd like to let them out of the hatch. They smell funny.
Absolutely. Just don't let any more in.
I can take your equipment. Perfect. I will lock the doors.
The rest of us will be going in to the dog ship. The doctor will be staying behind to take care of the 2 people that are unconscious.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Grace, Gemma, and Trent floating through space. I'm gonna say it takes you a little bit to do that, and in the meantime,
Luckily, we've seen where they enter and exit, so we know exactly where to go.
exactly. In the meantime, Doc, you can come in and try to wake up these guys. You got 2 of them so far.
Are they indeed human?
Okay. I inspect them to make sure they're humanoids.
They are human.
Okay, so I'm going to tend to their wounds.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can either use your, what is it called, a heal-o-matic?
Heal-o-matic.
Heal-o-matic, or you can just go without one, and if you roll a 6, you can wake them up. Or you know what, you got a.
No, I'll go for my heal.
I was about to say you got a whole.
I was going to go for the heal-o-matic.
Yeah, you can use. We'll say the medbay counts as like an installed heal-o-matic. That you don't have to use a use of your portable one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get a 6 on my first roll.
Great. You wake a guy up. He's a freighter crew member. What is this? Who are you?
Quick, tell me,
Where's the doctor?
what's the secret to the dog people?
What? The dog people that came on our ship?
I'm a doctor. I slap him in the face. Snap out of it. I'm the doctor, obviously.
You're like totally fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do we defeat the dog people? Damn it.
Oh, well, they zap people into life energy, and then they let it ferment, and they come back and they can devour it.
Fermentation, hey?
Yeah,
Perhaps if they
fermented bio.
devour enough of them, they'll be drunk.
What's that? Sorry, you broke.
Perhaps if they devour enough of the fermented folk, they'll be drunk. And then that's our time to pounce.
I don't know if that's how it works, Doc. They from what we saw, they just zap people, then they come back later and eat the energy somehow.
That sounds intriguing and disgusting.
I
I'm going to use my my biologist ability to understand the process if I can.
Sure.
And I roll a 5.
Okay. So what you put together is these are basically psychic entities. They feed off the psychic energy of someone who's been disembodied, because that makes the person into basically like a pure psychic being, and then they come back and they eat it. They have to wait a little bit because otherwise the person has still too much attachment.
I convey this information to the captain.
I understand, Doctor. That's disgusting.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I doubt it.
Would you believe me if I said yes? Well done, Doctor. Keep an eye on the patients. If you can...
It doesn't matter.
Oh, he hung up.
Yeah, so you guys make it to the dog. You guys make it to the hatch of the Dogman ship, and it's not locked for some reason.
Because they're still using it.
Yeah, well, no, I mean they're inside, but
Oh,
yeah, they got inside already.
excellent. Set your weapons to kill. Let's enter. Captain's log. This might be my final log, depending on how this goes, but we're boarding the enemy ship. The dogs have no idea that we're coming.
I love that you're outdoors in the vacuum doing this.
Yep.
Would you say these are the dogs of war, Captain?
Sure. Yes.
Oh, that's also a good title. I think I still like Jimmy Swan's First Command, though.
So far, it's actually...
You can colon the dogs of war.
Dogs of War.
There you go.
Yeah, so the three,
That's true.
Grace, Gemma, and Trent, you get inside, and you find yourself on what looks like a balcony overlooking an enormous open space. it seems that the size of this ship is just because the dogs like to have big spaces to run around in.
Cute.
Yeah. I mean, it's ominous.
Yeah, sure.
Golly.
It's terrifying. They like have big spaces to run around in. They have little small buildings that each one lives in. But it turns out the number of crew on this ship is not that much more than your own crew. It's just huge.
Oh. Well, I mean, Jimmy's already killed like the size of our crew, so.
Well, no, Jimmy only killed 3.
Oh, okay.
So there's maybe
4.
a dozen left. It's not hundreds like you thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can we find... How much more information do we want? I think the best...
What is our plan, Captain? Do you want to blow the...
Go ahead.
I have a zap grenade.
You have a zap grenade?
I also have a zap grenade. Captain, should I modify one of the Audiotronics communicators to lure the dogs, again with the sound, to a room, and we trigger a zap grenade?
Perhaps that would work. It might also be risky. We'll keep the ship alive, though, if we want to keep the ship.
I would love
Our job is
to
risky,
examine
Captain.
the ship.
What was that, Grace? What'd you say?
Our job is risky, Captain. Our job is risky?
I think we do have a delay.
Yeah, there's a mad delay right now. So many options to go through.
Oh.
I think... Okay, great. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's call all our dogs to one spot, make them sit like good boys, and zap them.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to modify one of the communicators to lure the dogs into a enclosed area, and set one of the zap grenades to remotely detonate at your signal.
Great.
And I think,
Wait, they're kind of cute. Can we keep one of them?
That's up to you, sir.
A prisoner?
Yes, exactly, a prisoner.
Well, the
That's
zap
exactly what I
grenade they fall unconscious and they remain so until they're revived.
Oh, great. Never
We'll
mind.
keep as many as you want.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a 2 and a 3.
The 3 is a success. Phew.
So I am out of karma to share.
So how are you trying to call these dogs over?
Like a dog whistle.
Okay.
Set it.
Yeah, so clarify for me, were you rolling to rig the zap grenade or were you rolling for the dog whistle?
I was rolling to rig the communicator and to set the zap grenade.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. You need the separate rolls.
Okay.
So that one will get you the dog whistle.
That is a 2 and a 1. I have 3 points of karma.
You just need a 3.
I'm going to use one of them to make it a success.
Great. So the dogs are going to come. They're coming running, and you hear it like... they're on their ship now. All bets are off. But you realize at this point that you have no idea what directions they're going to be coming from.
Quick, everyone hide. I'm going to use my magnetic boots and walk up the wall.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Can you piggyback me, Captain?
Sure. Can I?
No.
What hiding places do we see in this?
Can I climb up there?
You can find like places to hide behind, little corners you can go behind. Maybe one of the dog houses you can get behind. There are places you can hide from view.
Dog houses.
Yeah, they little structures that they each live in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They are coming. I'm gonna have each of you roll, Grace, Gemma, and Trent roll for hiding. You need a 3 or better to succeed on hiding here.
This is not avoidance, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
3 or higher.
That is a 3.
Got it.
I failed. I got a 2.
Can I give you one of my karma points?
I can't give myself a pep talk, right? No, probably not.
I was gonna say.
Did anyone fail? Okay. You don't have any karma?
Nope. Now I do.
You should. Every time you inspire someone, you get one.
No, they get one.
You both get one.
Oh.
On the sheet it says inspiring. Say or do something inspiring, and both you and the recipient gain 1 cosmic karma.
That's right.
So every time you've inspired Jimmy, you've been getting a karma.
I have not been.
No,
doing that.
you should.
So you can definitely make this.
You have at least 3 karma points then.
Yeah.
I'm sure you inspired him at least 3 times.
Yes.
As
You
you pointed out
inspire,
yourself.
well, you inspire me all the time, Captain.
But you've also, in addition to using the inspiring ability creates a karma for you and Jimmy. But then the leadership ability is you giving yours to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the math has worked out.
No, the math is even minus me giving myself karmas.
Right.
Okay. Let's go ahead and spend a point. Yeah.
Okay.
So I walk up the wall, and then I realize I'm hanging, and then I do like a curl. Feel like get up higher. Just hold it.
You're all successfully hidden. The dogs come running, and they're confused. They start sniffing around for you, but they're in range of the grenade.
Do it. Do it now.
You have the detonator, Captain.
Oh.
It's on the clapper?
No, let's push the button.
Oh. Your hands were below my view. I thought you were just clapping.
Clap on.
You clap it on, and the grenade blows up, and they all go unconscious.
How many of them came?
10.
10.
You just unconsciousized 10 dogs.
We don't know how many are on board, but hopefully that's enough. Wait, are we destroying the ship?
Please say no. I would love to know how it blinks in and out of space.
Me too. Great. Let's take the bridge.
Permission to go to the engine room.
By yourself.
Yes, sir, then. I'll go to the bridge with you.
Permission to tie up all these dogs.
Can we lock them in a room? We don't have time. How long do they stay unconscious?
There's a room.
They stay unconscious 24 hours.
Oh, no, we're good.
You can lock them in a room, though. It's
Yeah.
quick to lock.
Let's lock the door.
There's a room you can lock.
Can we
too.
disarm them while we do that too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
goes without saying.
Wonderful. Great. Let's get to the bridge. We now are armed with at least one of their guns each.
Yeah, okay.
Are their guns better than ours in any way? Or is it kind of the same?
Oh,
idea?
so theirs are the ones that disintegrate you into energy,
Mm,
and then they come back and eat you psychically.
I don't really need their gun then. Never mind.
Psychic dogman. So, on the bridge, you find nobody except the queen of the cat people, who is bound to a chair.
Oh. Commander, go ahead and start taking a look. Or both of you guys, start taking a look at the console. Learn everything you can.
Aye, sir. Alan just wishes he was your
I know,
position.
right? Alan should have been in this game.
This is his punishment.
I
for not
kept-
finding out.
Yep. I'm gonna go to the cat queen. I do have Moxie, so I have a boon with dealing with others, but I don't know if I speak her language.
She speaks yours.
Oh. Do you understand me, by any chance?
I do.
That's what an amazing coincidence, and I love that that works.
Well, we all speak space English.
English.
Do you think I don't speak English?
That's wonderful. What is your name? And I'm so sorry you're in this predicament. Can we help you out?
My name is Queen Esmeralda. The first thing you can do to help me out is untie me from this chair.
Awesome. Can you explain to me this? Before I do that, can you tell me what is happening here?
Oh, these are our ancient enemies, the Dogmen. They've kidnapped me. I believe their plan was to try and ransom me for the lives of many of my people, which they would disintegrate and eat.
Do you disintegrate and eat people?
No, we eat fish.
Excellent. So I untie her. Then we'll get you out of here. Just stay with us. I am Captain Trent Thorne. This is my Lieutenant Jim Estate, and that is Commander.
Happy to meet you,
Great.
Your Majestyness.
Bandura.
Well, thank you very much,
Bandura.
Captain. I knew the rocket patrol was
Good to meet
through.
Can you tell us anything about this technology, real quick?
About what technology?
The blinking,
The blinking?
the ability to arrive immediately and leave immediately.
Oh yes, this is ancient travel technology in the Anthro Galaxy.
Great.
All we press this button here, and the ship just boop to wherever you want to go.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Yes, we definitely want to keep this ship.
Amazing.
It's faster than the speed of sound.
I've been so many races that way.
Yeah, you can. Cool.
All right. Well, you know what? The rocket patrol has saved Queen Esmeralda of the Cat People.
Mm-hmm.
You have captured the Dogman ship, and you have time at your leisure to rematerialize the remaining crew of the destroyed freighter. You guys are heroes. What do you want to do?
Get this ship back to the science core.
Clean.
What? Jimmy? Was that
Clean.
clean? Oh, you want to clean? All right.
Clean. Clean.
So, Doctor, given
And if we're keeping this ship, I get to clean it too.
given all the time in the world, Dr.
Sorry.
Killington is able to reassemble the remaining crew. Like I said, there's 6 of them in total. They're all thanking you for your brave work and promising to write a letter to the Rocket Patrol, congratulating you.
You're welcome, I think.
Tell me, what are you doing serving under such a small-time captain with such a small crew? You're an amazing doctor. You should be working on a big hospital ship somewhere.
Exactly. You're promoted immediately to acting captain of the catastrophe.
I mean, I'm a dock worker, and we're not in the same chain of command. But all right,
I slap him. Psh, you're a captain. That's dock worker talk.
incredible.
I'm gonna put Jimmy in command of getting the something crusher back to base while we take the dog ship back.
Okay, Commander, what are you doing?
Teaching me how to fly.
So, I guess so. If Jimmy's piloting the crusher, then I guess am I piloting? What is the dog creature?
The USS.
The dog ship.
The best boy.
The USS Dogs.
I'm the good boy.
Okay. And Gemma?
I'll be piloting that.
Elbows deep into this engine.
Okay. Of course, it is not functional. The blink function is disabled because of Jimmy's epic shot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of it is still there, enough to examine how it's supposed to work.
Oh yeah, so we can't take the ship back, huh?
No, it's still like a regular rocket drive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
it no longer being your first time. Yes, sir. It no longer being your first time piloting the rocket, I'm going to give you a boon to successfully pilot the Something Crusher back to Rocket Patrol HQ. Go ahead and roll it.
I got 2 6s.
Unreal. Jimmy, you beat them there. You show up in the Something Crusher with 3 dead dogmen and a full report from Captain Thorne about the events of the day. And when you get there, you're immediately promoted to lieutenant.
Your future is shiny.
Yep.
Nice.
Lieutenant James Jimmy Swan.
Junior grade.
Sir, do I get a new shirt?
No, you don't get a new shirt, but you do get a new stripe.
Can I still clean, sir?
Of course, it's your primary duty. Congratulations, Rocket Patrol.
Perfect.
You have earned an ally for Earth and all the Earthicans in the form of the cat people. And you have successfully, temporarily, intimidated the dog people. Well done, everyone.
And we brought some new technology back.
Yeah, you got some new technology back. You're all getting promoted.
Nice.
In fact, your ship's going to get the rest of its name. It's called the Dog Crusher.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it.
All right.
Nice. I like it.
So on the video call here,
Yes.
we've been experiencing some lag for the past 30 or 40 minutes. I don't know how it's affecting the stream. I'll have to watch it back later to find out. Hopefully you guys who are viewing were able to hear and understand the game. But thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone for playing. Thanks to Paul for being on our channel for the first time. And that's it. We're gonna
Thank you.
sign off just a tad early, and then we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time with Shadow Dark, run by Alan.
Woohoo!
Prepping